great-grandfather gave this watch to your granddad for good luck. Unfortunately, Dane's luck wasn't as good as his old man's. Dane was a Marine, and he was killed, along with all the other Marines at the Battle of Wake Island. Granddad was facing death. He knew it. None of those boys had any illusions about ever leaving that island alive, so 3 days before the Japanese took the island, your granddad asked a gunner on an Air Force transport named Wanaki, man he'd never met before in his life, to deliver to his infant son, who he'd never seen in the flesh, his gold watch. 3 days later, your granddad was dead, but Wanaki kept his word. After the war was over, he paid a visit to your grandmother, delivering to your infant father his dad's gold watch. This watch. This watch was on your daddy's wrist when he was shot down over Hanoi. He was captured, put in a Vietnamese prison camp. He knew that if the gooks ever saw the watch, it'd be confiscated, taken away. The way your dad looked at it, this watch was your birthright. You'd be damned if any slope's gonna put the greasy yellow hands on his boy's birthright, so he hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass. 5 long years he wore this watch, up his ass. Then he died of dysentery. Give me the watch. I hid this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass 2 years. Then, after 7 years, I was sent home to my family, and now, little man, I give the watch to you.
What's up, everybody? Len here. I am making a video today about a watch that I recently acquired that might, by some standards, by my standards, certainly be considered, for me at least, a grail watch. This is an Elgin watch that is probably from about the 19 teens to 1920s. And it's not running, although if I pull the crown, you can see I can freely move the hands, which is a very good sign. So I think this might be from World War I. It's possible. Whether the strap is original, I don't know. Now, I'm really disappointed. The compass on it was functioning when I bought it. I put it in my bag and it broke. And it stinks because it had a perfect patina to it. It worked. But c'est la vie. You can see that the Arabic numbers and the hands have some brown goo flaking off of it, I guess. Not goo. Goo doesn't really flake, but that's the radium that used to be the lume on there. And underneath the lume on the hands, you have beautiful bluing. It's an enamel dial. I believe the case is, I believe it's sterling silver. I probably should have done an acid test on it, but it is for sure like a nickel kind of a thing. Anyhow, it is a lovely piece. I think even this strap is period correct. It's very, very stiff. I mean, here is its natural shape. It's a very small watch, although, you know, by today's standards, it's small. If you go back 25 years, when watches were a little bit smaller, it's a little closer, but it's just a lovely piece, and it's an amazing piece of history. So I'm on my way to go see Chris at the Central Time, who, if you remember, fixed my Seagull chronograph, my 1963. And we're going to crack this thing open and just see what is inside and see if we can put a date on this. And I don't want to say we're going to authenticate it, because I don't think there's a question of its authenticity. I think the question is just how old is it? Did this thing ever see battle in Europe? Though we don't know that for sure, but that's kind of the amazing thing about a piece like this, is that the historical possibilities of what this could be are just off the charts. Look at the stitching on the buckle here. This is one of the things that makes me believe I have the time period right on this. I don't think this is a repop strap. You can get those on eBay. But what's amazing about this watch is it's not just its historical significance, but it's complete. You know, usually the little lugs are busted off, at least one of them. Certainly don't see them with a strap, but I found this at an antique store in Hutchinson, Minnesota. And we're going to go see Chris and see what he has to say about this beautiful Elgin timepiece.
Like, it's not even there. I mean, there's a small chance that the staff's broken and it's just being held frictionally, but I don't think so. I think it's just really dirty. So, like, it's just like, ugh.
So as we look inside here at the movement of the watch, not only is it beautiful, but it has an identifying number on it, which allows us to go online and date this watch as being manufactured in 1919. And really that's the date on the movement only. We don't know for sure when the watch was made, but there's no reason to believe that it would be much later than that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The watch is going to be in for service for probably the next 2 to 3 months because Chris is very busy. He's very backed up. And I want him to be able to take care of customers, you know, and make them a priority because we want a business like his to grow. Watchmakers are a dying breed. We need them. We need to support them. So, and this is kind of the cool thing about vintage watches and antique watches. You can get something that nobody else has. And if you have a great watchmaker, they can get it running and up to snuff for you. Now, Chris said that based on the movement, just the way that it's built, he's not entirely certain how accurate the watch will be. You know, it might lose or gain several minutes a day, which is fine. I mean, if I wanted dead accuracy, I would wear an Apple Watch, but I don't wear an Apple Watch because I like the historic provenance of watches like this and just mechanical and automatic watches in general. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video and you watched it this far and you have not hit that like button, I hope you'll do that. And if you're not subscribed, I hope today is the day that I earn your subscription. So thanks so much for watching. We will see you on the next one.